he come from? You did the perfect thing there where you went right around that tree. That's what I love about pond fishing though. It's just a great way to practice your rigs, you're getting bites, fighting fish, and having fun catching little chunkers like that. Nice one. The old wacky worm. Hard to beat a wacky worm. You know, when it comes to springtime fishing, but especially in a pond, usually this time of year in a pond, you're dealing with some type of slime or vegetation or something like that. But hard to beat a wacky worm. This is a cool little setup here. I've got here, got a little trocar weedless wacky hook here. Awesome little hook. Yeah, this is my pond setup. This is the Cast King Speed Demon Pro rod. This is the 2000 size reel. Great little reel. I've got the 15-pound Cast King X finesse braid, and then this is just the 610 finesse tube rod. Just fun. I mean, I kind of like it in here. If this was a tournament, I'd probably use a little bit heavier setup, but I love it in the pond. Just gives them a little more of an advantage, and you get to enjoy the fight a little bit. But a wacky worm in a pond, but anywhere in the springtime is just a great way to catch fish. Easy. It's basically what it is, a wacky worm, because it's kind of a wacky type of rig. You know, most baits are Texas rig. This is just rigged in the middle, and that way when you throw it in the water, the ends of it tend to vibrate a little bit. It looks really natural, and the fish just can't resist. So there's one right there, actually. Let's see if we can catch him. Here we go, good one. Uh-oh, nice one. Bad little fish. Good. Oh, out of my little boat here. Is that penny? So when we first had this pond, it was completely choked out, and I swore a single fish didn't even live in the thing. And I treated it with a chemical. We went to a tournament, came back a couple weeks later, and all the bass we had in here were about 3 or 4 inches long. And Mason and I started catching those, and we took hundreds of them out. So fast forward here a year or two, and you can see some of these are getting bigger.
Now that they have a little room to grow, right?
They have more room to grow, and they have plenty of food. So it's encouraging. I'm just amazed at how we couldn't catch a fish the other day. And now that the sun's out, I've been out here on the phone mowing, and I could see all the fish sitting high in the water, you know, sunning themselves. And it's like, you can see them and they're willing to bite. So I think by me putting the dye in the pond, it's made the fish a little more secure because the water's not so clear. And it's warm out. So I didn't check the water temp, but I bet it's a little more like it's supposed to be this time of year. So let's get up here where we can see another one. So that's what I love about fishing a wacky worm, especially in a pond. And for me, I kind of downsize everything when I'm fun fishing because it gives me more confidence when I'm out there on the tournament trail that what I can get away with. Here I just caught a solid, you know, close to 5-pounder on this really light finesse tube setup, 15-pound Cast King X finesse braid, and a 14-pound Gamma fluorocarbon leader, and caught that massive nice fish in all this cover. So very exciting. There was another one out here too, I think.